In this video, you will learn how to have the control with your dog that you've always wanted in all situations. Okay, let's just go ahead and walk them forward. There you go.
Sit.
So we already have some excitement, but you hear the brain is already anxious a little bit, right?
Down.
You hear it in the whining and you hear it in the hectic movement. So let's go ahead and go a little closer.
Break.
All the correction does is snap the brain out of the place of where it's at. And if you don't stop the dog from fixating or building at its lowest level of drive, then he will eventually build to an explosion. So that's why we have to get him at 0. So if he's sitting right here and his mouth tightens right now and his ears will go to forward and I can feel his body shift, correction right there. But if he's observing, his mouth is open. When his mouth is open, he's more relaxed. It's when the mouth tightens and everything goes forward, that's where you're gonna disagree. But let's just say I wanted to check in to see if he was really paying attention to me, even though he was looking that direction. I'd be like, Gunner, Gunner, haha. So I just get his, so he's just gonna go into a down, which is totally fine. I said his name, he did not give me his attention, but he redirected, his body is away and he settled into more of a compliant position. Totally fine. I wanted acknowledgement that I said his name. I gave that little tap to break his mindset out of it. Where it begins is when you came out of the truck.
Yeah.
There was no dog, but he was not compliant. He was immediately excited. So structure needs to begin the minute he comes out. The structure needs to begin before he comes out. He's excited to come out. Open the door, back, make him wait. Every point of the transition has to be compliant. Coming out of the vehicle, back. He has to sit and wait with an open door. And you're just standing there. Even give him 2 feet and you're just owning the space and he's waiting. Calm mindset. You say easy, you bring him out. He comes out, down. Structure. So we're not allowing at any point he comes out of the vehicle, he's already pulling on the line to see about where he wants to go, or he's already like amped because of anticipation of what's to come. So we have to bring the brain down there. We deal with that with our service dogs in the mall all the time. We make training on the property, they have excellent obedience. Now we go to a more stimulating location and we have to work the brain before we enter the doors, because you don't get to move forward without a calm, respectful mindset. We have dogs in the kennel that right now, when we go to bring them out, they're here for training, super excitable breeds, right? And they come out, even if we're walking down the walkway to go out of the gate they want to go out of, if we let that excited brain, we might sit them. Yeah, people say, well, I make them sit before we go through a door, so they're calm. No, you put a stationary position in that they complied in, and then the minute you say you start walking, boom, they're on again, and they're ready to pull again. So we will come out of the gate or out of the run, and now I start going down the walkway, I make a left, and I'm making these tight circles till the brain comes down. We are not progressing till the mindset is where it needs to be. Then when we approach the gate, I have a calm brain. I open the door, make the dog wait. The dog is settled with a loose line. I walk forward. The dog goes to go quickly. I make a left, I go right back through that gate and back to the spot of sit. We are gonna do it the right way or we're not gonna do it at all. And you might think, well, I'm never gonna get anywhere then. It's like,
There's some days.
It's like I have to show up an hour early just so I can be on time.
There's some days for sure.
We have to change the manipulation so ultimately it benefits us. What benefits them? Oh, I just touched with my foot. You're fine, buddy. Sit. What benefits them? To go where they want to go in the way I tell them you get to do it. Down. I downed him because he was going to come up and start to whine out of anxiousness. That is an anxious brain. He should not be whining. Even though you're walking him 3 miles a day, if he's not in the mindset you just saw, you're building drive. It's actually creating excitement. Even though you're trying to drain physical energy, if the dog is in the wrong mindset and in a heightened mindset, excited mindset, out in front at all, you're building drive. Everything is about 0.0. That is our goal. I need to do a video on that. 0.0 is where it needs to be in order for you to go to point A to point B. And I believe that's where your holes are. But I also believe you're managing the situation. You're not disagreeing with it and being absolute, and I want to help you with your mechanics. But I'm going to walk him one more time. Break. And just see how relaxed and calm it is. Now, I know we've been here a while, but it's because of the structure that I've just created and because I'm on the end of the leash. So he looks out of the corner of his eye, but doesn't want to, yep. I'm also going to watch the tail, so the tail doesn't go up. If that tail starts to go up, his brain is elevating.
Yeah, a lot of times now his fur on his back will come up.
Yep.
Even though he's not barking or anything,
Yep.
he can.
That's what he did earlier. If the fur on the back is coming up, his brain is elevating. That is where you start disagreeing. He hasn't done anything vocally, but the vocal is the last bit. He's going to indicate the whole way through the tail coming up, through the hair on the back, through the ears going forward. All of that needs to be disagreed with to get him back down to 0, because he's going from 0 from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom, 10. He settled on his own, but that was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. So, all right, I'm going to have you come in, Mike. So one thing that I want to make sure, there you go. Oh, you can. Okay, now I want to show you something right here, really quick. Do you notice how he instantly started to get excited and was going to kind of lunge up on you? Not lunge, but you know what I'm saying? We're not going to transfer him from me to you like that.
Okay.
Because if I do, that mindset worked for him. Being anxious just got me what I wanted because I got Mike. Happens all the time. I'm telling you, that's the detail I'm talking about, because success is in the attention of the details. So with that being said, what you're going to do is you're going to take the line and immediately put him into a sit.
Okay.
I'm going to give you this. It's only on 16 because of where he's at in his brain now. Whenever you're ready, you're going to just say sit.
Sit. Sit.
Good. Now that was leadership. That was control. You're fine. You said him sit. Start walking left and go. I'm going to kind of watch. Shorten your leash 1 inch and don't let it slide through your fingers. Right, you're good. There's plenty of slack. Okay, it went more than an inch. Loosen it 1 inch. Or one, yep, there you go. Just walk strong. Or walk however you would walk. It's like a few notches down from where you were walking him last time, huh?
Yeah, he's about 6 inches further back behind me now.
Till the next lesson, we just thank you so much for listening. We hope you gained some value. And again, your dog will never be what you want him to be until you're the leader they need you to be. And we just thank you for your time, and we'll see you next time.